Have you ever tried to start a new project and just hit a brick wall because you didn't know where to start, where to turn, and you really just want to try to figure it all out first before you went and asked for help with something? And so what happened is you put it on the shelf. Have you done that recently with your estate planning? Have you thought, well, gee, this is a big project. If I figure it all out first, then I'll go ask for some professional expert help once I know exactly what it is that I want. One of the biggest challenges that I've seen over the years working with hundreds of families is that there's this failure to launch, right? And we as humans try to figure out our situations first. And once we get it figured out, then we go ahead and approach our professionals, whether it's going to be for financial planning, tax planning, estate planning, and sometimes, physical planning. If we're doing some work on our homes, we want to figure out what it all looks like first, and then go hire people to help us implement that plan. And oftentimes, this leads to delays because we don't know what we don't know. And so, this failure to launch problem, it can be easily solved by working with a professional that can also act as your accountability partner. And I can't tell you how helpful it is when I work with clients and I share this with them. I share, look, I have a lot of experience working with clients and helping them build their estate plans from more modest to more complex, all across the board. I have a lot of experience doing that. But one of the biggest factors of success is not only am I going to provide you with the legal advice and my personal experience as well, but also I'm going to act as your accountability coach through the process. And that is going to help you get to the next step. Because when oftentimes I meet with people, they're already looking down the road 10, 20, 30 years, and they want to solve problems far out in the future. And they're not seeing the potential issues that could be more in the near future, or they have a complex question or challenge and problem that they want to solve in regards to tax planning or in regards to asset protection, and they haven't even done any planning altogether. So what we want to do is we want to draw them back and say, look, you don't have to figure all that out yourself. Number one, we're going to be able to work with you as your accountability partners moving forward. And as your accountability partner, my job is to explain to you this house of protection. And the house of protection starts with a foundation. Everybody with their estate planning needs to have a foundation of basic planning, powers of attorney, healthcare directives, wills, and an implementation plan in a medical crisis. That's your foundation. Then, on top of that, for most people, the next level is going to be your first floor of your house of protection. And that's going to involve creating a revocable living trust, as well as guardianship planning if you have minor children. That's all part of that first floor. And then the second floor, we're going to be talking about asset protection. If you have liabilities, if you're concerned about getting sued based on your profession, if you want to have other protections, you don't want people to know assets that you have, and you want to be secret about them and hide them from prying eyes or potential creditors. You want to build these houses of protection. Maybe it's protection from Medi-Cal recovery, what have you. You want to build these protections. That's your second floor. The last floor deals with tax planning. If you have an estate that may be taxable from the federal government, or if you live in a state that has its own state estate tax, or you're concerned about the incurrence of certain property tax reassessments, that's your fourth level. So on your house protection, you have your foundation, you have your first floor of protection with revocable living trusts. Then we have our third floor of asset protection and fourth floor of tax planning. We can't start at the fourth floor of a house that doesn't have a foundation or the other floors below it. So we have to draw you back. And that's my job, to start at the beginning, get our clients a good foundation and help you get a good foundation and help you inform you what it is that you don't know to help you get there. So you don't have to have everything decided before you come to us. We're going to walk you through that discernment process and help guide you, let you know of the different options available, make recommendations. And for those tough decisions where you just have hit a wall, help walk you through that to get you to the other side. And that's what a really good experienced estate planning attorney will do with me. And there's others out there that do the same thing. And that's what you want to look for in helping you, because if you're going to wait until you have it all figured out, then unfortunately the likelihood is that you may have waited too long. My name is Kevin Snyder. I'm a estate planning and elder law attorney. I've helped hundreds of families over the years get them from to the finish line of their estate planning, and I enjoy being an accountability partner as much as I enjoy being a legal counselor. So if you're looking for some more information, please, I encourage you, take a look at our other videos that we have here in our channels. Wonderful, great information that talks more specifically about some other items in estate planning or things that might be of a concern to you, and look forward to the opportunity to help you.